Good, good, good. I did wonder. Bring that up. There we go. There we go. Kenji Musabura is now CEO of SNK. Really? As of today, or recently, or something. That's fucking cool. That's pretty fucking cute. Robotics. Yeah. That's pretty fucking cute. Look up what. When was he president of Sega? Look that up. Okay, yeah, I remember this area. It's all clean. Oh yeah, that's right. Fly. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember. We in here. There was still some crap to get. More brush. Why? The, there weren't brushes here last time, so this table was clean. Where did these come from? What the fuck? Whatever. Okay, I'll put it with the brush pile next to the furnace then. I'll look away for a second and you'll clean it again. We beat the game. We beat Streets of Rage 2. Cleaning the aftermaths of my Streets of Rage. Yeah, this time I fucking took the bad guy's head and turned it into a jack-o'-lantern. But I was never taught in school that blood comes from people, so that was a bit of a scary moment. Also, brooms keep spawning. The fucking... we were in this room yesterday trying to tidy up, move some stuff around, and brooms decided to spawn on this table. I don't know where they keep coming from. More and more keep appearing each day. It's very bizarre. 17 to 20, he joined Sega as a CTO in 2014. Oh, so recently. He was the recent one then. Alright. Good for him. I hope it leads to some good news for SNK. SNK. Okay, we need some buckets and we need that gun that makes everyone happy. Did I leave the gun in here? God, I hope I didn't leave it in a room where the bot is, where it could shoot me. Oh, there it is. Rock and roll, sandwich. Let me just plop that there. I was learning some stuff yesterday about hereditary elements in people's genes. Things that can or could be passed down to your children through, you know, the basic means of living. Like I don't know how simple I can explain it without using the big words that no one will understand. But anyway, yeah, I was looking through them all. And did you know that you can pass down mental disabilities? Such as things that promote self-loathing, inferiority complexes, you can pass those down. If you're naturally resentful, you can pass that down, which I can absolutely see. Because my dad is he's a vengeance-driven human being. He's pro-justice, but without the restraint of not fucking doing the wrong thing. So I can see that. So I was reading this and I was getting really enthralled. I was like, this is actually kind of fascinating. So it's not just if you've got a bum hip, you're going to pass that down to your kids. If you're an asshole, then your kids are going to be an asshole. So then that made me lean back in my chair, and it was like nature versus nurture. And I was like, if this paper's got anything to go on, then it's absolutely nature. Like, people are born that way. You could probably raise them to, you know, realize the flaws and fight against it, but at the end of it, I was honestly taken back. It made me view the world a lot differently, and it made me look at my parents and go, oh fucking yeah, I do that sometimes. Shit. Oh well. Granted takes depression. Skip to Jen. No, my bro takes depression tablets. Bro, depression tablets. Club. Actually, I don't know if mine actually count as depressives. Mine, I guess mine are suppressives. The tablets I take help me think, because my brain fucking runs at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Without it, like I become very impulsive. Not the good kind of impulsive either. And these tablets help me calm the fuck down. Act like a new human being. Instead of just being like, whoa, let's go buy motorbikes! Whoa! Which is the kind of person I used to be. I used to... You know, never mind, I don't want to tell those stories. It's weird how things skip a generation. It is. It's almost like... Actually, I don't know what it's almost like. I think it's just weird. I don't have anything to add to that. There we go. I'm not a geneticist. I'm not a human behavior psychologist. I don't know anything about that. I know about basic human behavior, but that's only because I fucking studied primates for 2 years straight under a master's level. But basic human behaviors can only get you so far. I can't tell you why Jerry down the street has to touch the door handle 5 times before he can leave his house, unless he has a screaming fit. You know, I can't do that. Man, imagine fixing holes was this easy. I'd wish we'd drop whatever the fuck we're doing right now and make this a magic laser that fixes holes. It's pretty fucking cool. Your granddad and your Brit also have an insane amount of similarities. Both take the PhD, both are like 6 foot plus. Both are like super goddamn intelligent. Both have some same temperament. It's weird but cool. I honestly can't tell you where I get my crap from. All I have to go on is my parents, because my extended family, uncles, aunts, granddads, grandmas, all that stuff I didn't have any interaction with. Very distant. What would you call... Is that called estranged? If you are distant from relatives, it's being called estranged, right? And if that's the case, then I am definitely estranged from my family. I don't know them. I don't know who they are, I don't know how they behave, I don't know what they do for work. I don't know what drinks they like, I don't know anything about them. Which is why you'll never hear a my uncle did this, or my auntie did this, or one day when I was with my cousin. You'll never get those stories from me because I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I know they exist, but I have got no interest at all in seeking them out. I think the window for me to want to care about them expired back when I was a kid. I think you got to introduce them to... I think you got to introduce your kids to your extended family at some point when they're growing up for them to be like, oh, okay, this is my whatever, rock and roll. Can't do that with me. If I met one of them now, I'd just be like, hello, stranger, who are you? Which would be... You know what? That would be fair, because they don't know who I am either. I haven't seen them in years, so that's that's totally fair. Okay, let's throw these mud buckets into the furnace. Yeah. I suppose it's kind of like... I remember telling people this before, and some of their reactions were like, oh, how sad, and it's like, I guess so. But I don't know if it is, or how can I tell if it is? I suppose it's like growing up as a lonely child. How do you know that growing up without a sibling is sad? If you've never had one. Is it honestly better? It's difficult to say. I did grow up with a sibling though, I'm not a lonely child. I have one sister. She's a real bitch. Nah, she's not. She's a fine woman. Doing woman things. Like... cleaning herself and... What other things do people do? Reading, watching movies. I don't... Human resource manager. That'll never be me. I don't know what people do. I don't... How can I make this job less intense? Cakes. Give everybody a cake. But Sandra's diabetic. Give her a not going to die cake then. I don't fucking know. I'm just here for the paycheck. One more chair. And there we go. Office, nice and clean. Chairs are back in order. You would never know an explosion happened here with 3 dead bodies splattered all over the floor. You'd never know that would have happened here. Pog. I remember watching this comedy where they did that. It was obviously a comedy, but it was still funny to me. And there was a tour guide, and they invited these people into a house, and the house was a murder house. And the skit was, he would say, you would have never known this had happened here, and then he would describe every little detail of everything that happened in the house. I don't know, it made me chuckle. It's like, you would have never known that Billy Mays, the fucking sales guy, took his boy's head and opened it like a watermelon. Well, yeah, you would have never known that he fucking hooked the bodies up into little pieces and roasted them in an open fire to get rid of the body. You would have never known that he decapitated the heads and removed the teeth so as not to identify the body. It was stuff like that. It just kept going on and on and on, and by the end of the skit, the people were traumatized. It's just, it made me laugh. Because I think I've been in that situation before. I think I've been in that situation where it's one of those need to know moments, but the people in charge weren't very smart and they spilt the beans anyway, and I'm sitting there like, I know way more than I should. I might get assassinated one day. Beep. But on the flip side, I saw another comedy that was fucking awful. It wasn't funny at all. It had a laugh track. That was the weird thing. I'm not saying that having a laugh track in your comedy is weird, because you know it's quite a normal thing. A lot of comedies have it. It's, you know, it encourages atmosphere. That's the whole point of it. It helps the audience to know when something is funny if they're not paying attention. It's great for developing humor, because if you don't know what's funny, then bada bing, you know. It's great for learning comedy, but this is where I cross the line. I watched a comedy and I forget what it was called. It was fucking, I can't remember what it was called. Beer and crisps or some shit. It was something like that. It was like Two Snacks. That was the name of the show. Something like that. I remember watching it, and the jokes in it were like just sad. Like the whole show was self-loathing and doomer jokes. I guess that would be the equivalent. It's doomer jokes. That was the whole show, and it just made me want to turn it off. I just didn't give it. I was like, oh, this is that. Yeah, that's it. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. The whole thing was just watching these sad characters, these sad, lonely characters with loads of flaws, just argue with each other and joke about how miserable their lives are. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And there was laughing going on in the background, like it had a laugh track. It was like, my life sucks, my dick is small. And then the lady goes, yes it is. And then someone laughs, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to watch this. It reminds me of my own life. This is horrible. I watched 3 episodes just in case the pilot was crap and they managed to get their feet, you know, and no, it got worse. It's like, fuck me. Somehow this got past the board of directors. You know, every time I turn on the television, I always step back and I ask myself, why did I turn it on? Because I know I hate television. I can't stand modern TV. It sucks. There's nothing good on anymore. There's been 7 series of that. Oh god. I mean, it's comedy is taste, and I'm not gonna sit here and say if you like doomer humor, then you know, fuck you. I'm not gonna say that. But that's got to do something to your brain, right? At some point, you're gonna tell enough of those jokes that you're gonna start to believe it, and that can't be healthy. That can't be right. I love this thing. If this was real, if like working as this viscera cleaner was the real thing, and I was in the job for it, I'd be like, yo, 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 dibs on the fucking hole gun. I wanna use the hole gun. It's fucking cool. Whoop. Except when it does this. Except when fire springs from it and decides to take over the house. Okay, so the corridor is clear, but we've got the bathroom. So we need a bin box. thank you. That's not what I wanted. Good, good. What the hell? There's a piece of meat in it. Get. There we go. God. There's a piece of Andrew in it. Wonder how the Olympics are going. Like, really. Because I've not been watching any of it, so I'm interested, but not that interested that I'm gonna watch some. I'm pretty sure it'll be just fine if I miss it all and just watch the previews, you know? Watch the highlights. Like, yeah, that was neat. He flipped. Impressive. I'm not being sarcastic, I mean it. I'm fucking the feats of these people. They do amazing things. It really shows what the human body is capable of. Olympics are going well. Chur and Japan are on top, of course. It's their time to shine. The next one's in France, right? BMX is on at the moment. Bicyclette. Whoa. No! Oh, why did it spin like that? Imagine picking up a dustbin and it does a fucking 360-degree spin and scatters all that shit everywhere, and it's like, great, thanks. Burn the fucking bin as well while we're at it. Help. I'm locked in. I'm locked in the toilet. Toilet. Winter Olympics is next year. That's going to be held in Chinar. Well, it looks like that part of the world is getting all the Olympics. Whoa! Can, what the shit, man? Something's wrong with this bin. I think it's possessed. It's spitting out all sorts of weird things. Is that a hand? It is. Okay, I take my Bamba Biba Wala Fee. I'd like to see something like that. It's like roller derby, but toilets. Just a bunch of toilets. I'd play that. I'd make that into a game. Yeah, one day I'll make a game that's just called Toilet Derby, where you're riding around on toilets. Because fuck it, why not? Nobody else has made that. I can make it my thing. Toilet Derby 2! And then Toilet Derby 3 comes out and it's 3D. And everyone goes, This was better when it was just 2D, and I'll go, you're right. Dreams, man. Is it possible to clean the toilet? It's gotta be possible to clean the toilet itself. Unless it's just gonna be bloody forever. I think it might be. None of the other toilets need a splishing. The sink does though. There it is. Spare bucket. Is there a way to flush this so we can get rid of the blood? This toilet's bloody. What the blood is. Oh, a toothbrush! How did I miss you? I'll stick you in the bloody bucket. Toothbrush. Toothbrushes are the unofficial parakeet grooming kit. Ah, cock, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, my phone. What's my phone want? That might be important, we'll see. Any bullet holes in this toilet? Toilet. Jermaine told me that the toilet's on fire, so that's why I came out the toilet to tell you the toilet there. Ah, cool, I just evaded a potential boring situation. Oh, I was just thinking about something last night. I was thinking about contacting Twitch and giving them a new mascot because the new one just promotes hate. That's it's not true, but they'll listen because they don't have any self-esteem and they'll listen to anybody. And Poggy Locks. You get a Twitch character with the purple Twitch colours that just looks like a little woman, and you call her Poggy Locks, and there you go. It'd be stupid not to take that offer. Free idea, I don't want any money. I just want to see if you will listen to somebody who says what you're currently doing is offensive. This is... I wonder if I can bloody up the other toilets by doing this. Maybe. Close all the doors. There we go. Whoops. Ah, sick. I think that's the bathroom done. I don't think it needs anything else. Now for the big room. Oh boy. Doing pretty well. Yeah, this is doing pretty good. We can set up a... No, we can't. Holy shit. What the hell was I about to say? I was going to say we could set up a turret right there, but I still need to use the buckets. The turrets are the last thing I need to install. I need to get that into my head. The turrets are the last thing I need to install. Lest I get another situation that I had yesterday with this bastard. Look at all this blood. It's my blood. Skateboard park discipline is next week. That's when you could see some insane tricks. Some insane tricks. I just want to see somebody eat a bowl of cereal whilst doing a flip over a ramp. Because I remember a cereal advert that did that. They showed off somebody doing a flip whilst eating cereal, and I always thought to myself, that's fucking impossible. You can't do that shit. So, that's what I want to see. You can't eat cereal and do a trick, I think. Giblets. There's already been someone crutching themselves in skateboarding. Crutching. I don't care. I want somebody to eat a big bowl of Frosties whilst doing a flip. I don't think what I'm asking for is unreasonable. Just so I can look at the old adverts and be like, oh, it is possible. Look at that. You can eat cereal whilst skateboarding. Although, I feel as though the guy would be sick if they did that. Don't you fucking dare. Okay, just for that scare, we're dumping you off early. Dude, slide straight into the grind rail of a Bale's nut first. No! I want cereal! I want cereal! I want cereal! Son of a fucking bitch. You know, this flying has its benefits, but it really does make tidying a little bit more tricky than normal. Well, I gotta say, I'm very used to not treading any more footprints. Any more bits of crap? There's a bit of crap. Do I prefer flying though? I do. I just need to get used to the dangers of having... I need to get used to having the ability to have inertia on a dime. You know, it's very weird. It's a very weird feeling. You should be able to slow down, but the fact that I can go... It, it makes me feel bizarre. Beats. people bits. People bits that come together to make a big people. Did you know that if you have an entire people, you can A, B, choose? Yeah, that's a shit joke. That's a shit joke. Here's an idea for a stream one day. Oh, actually, would that be a breach in confidence? That might be. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? But I'll just throw the idea out anyway. If I ever get a job that requires this kind of crap, where I need to do a lot of menial tasks, I think doing a live stream from that would be pretty good. So hey guys, I'm live streaming work. This is where I work. It smells. It smells really badly. We keep telling the bosses, they don't listen. We don't know where the smell is coming from. I think it's a dead rat. It's got that sour dead smell. You know the one. This is maddening. There are people who do this for a living and they say they're okay. They're not. How can you do this every day of your life and be sane? You've definitely got some illness. Something's definitely eating the back of your head. Wait. Is this the original or do we have two of these? Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, we have two of these. Nice. Oh, some tools back outside again with a tool. Cleaning the hedges that don't need cleaning. Trimming. Oh yeah, the matrix thing. Fuck it, we'll throw those in the furnace as well. Quickly, wife. It's been 1 day since we cut the hedge. Okay, that's a little less violent than the one you did in the bathroom. Is that it? Oh no, there's this epic thing. Cool. That can't be every little piece of blip in here. There's got to be more. Well, maybe we'll discover it. A lot of this is rather deep, dark. Probably not going to be able to see it. Anything in the hallway? Oh, this is looking pretty good. I think we might be able to finish this robot facility place today. Alright. Oh boy. This is such a big room. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of buckets. We're gonna need a lot of buckets. Oh, I know. I was about to say, what the hell am I going to do with this? I'm going to just send it all the way around, but I could just... There. And then do a quick... Yeah, super easy. Okay, bucket collection. Four buckets should do for now. We'll come back for more later. Well, that sounds like a good chunk. A good bunker bunk yunk. A good funker dunk. A good yunker yunker dunker spunker dunk. I wonder what causes trends. I know this topic has just popped into my head, and I realise what I'm about to say kind of sounds like I don't understand human behaviour, but it's just a thought, not anything definitive. But what the hell causes trends? Trends. Trends. It's like a bunch of people liking something at once, which is, I guess, the basis of it, it's the fundamentals of it. But there's a part of me that doesn't believe that, it doesn't want to, it doesn't... There's a part of me that... Ooh, there's a piece of meat. Where'd it go? It was right here. There! Got it. There's a part of me that doesn't want to believe that. There's a part of me that doesn't believe that all of these people could like the same thing simultaneously. I don't know, it sounds stupid, but... I mean, that's obviously the thing. There's a cool thing. A lot of people are into this cool thing. Sets a trend. Done. But I have trouble believing that. There's a part of me that thinks a lot of it is superficial. Like, it's like, you don't actually like it. You like it because you're afraid of being left behind and you're forcing yourself to. And I think there's a lot of people out there who know that. But then there's another flavour of people that don't realise that's what they're doing to themselves, that they're tricking themselves, and they've never had to... And whoa, that's a big hole, and they've never asked themselves whether or not it's okay to think that. Like, have they actually sat down and tried to imagine that maybe this isn't something they would like, perhaps an alternative? But I think the question that opens up another can of thoughts, which I don't think we're going to even be able to scratch the surface of, because it's such a complicated subject matter. And we're talking about the basic thoughts of human beings and why they exist. And if we want to break that down into its simple elements, then it's all about chemicals, but is it really? And if it is, then why doesn't it work for everybody? There's a lot of it doesn't make quite a lot of sense. But that's fine. Doesn't have to. I'm not after an answer. I'm not after some definitive answer to make me feel better. I don't want that. I think feeling better or feeling good or happy is a byproduct of something you've done that's enjoyable, yes, but I don't think it's something you should strive for. I think being content is something you should strive for, but being constantly happy all the time, I don't know, I think that's unhealthy. As strange as it sounds, as strange as that sounds, that being happy is unhealthy, it sounds really stupid. But I truly believe that. I think feeling happy should be a reward for something you did, or done, or going to do, like excitement. Your default emotion should just be content. Which leads me back to my other point when people are choosing to do trends. Do people follow these trends because they think it'll lead them to an easy access to happy? Because ultimately that's what everybody wants. They want whatever makes them feel good. They want to feel okay. But it just seems odd. Maybe what it is, if you're always happy, then when shit goes south, it hits you incredibly hard. That's something, yeah. That's something. Yeah, it's not a good thing. It's like an addiction. Maybe these people who follow these trends, they know that it's an easy road to happiness. They know it's an easy road to an endorphin hit. That's why they follow it. And over time, they forget that that's the behavioral path they have. Over time, they forget that's the behavioral path they choose. And in the end, they eventually forget themselves and, I don't know, get stuck in a loop. But if you're always happy, then how can it hit you hard? What are we talking about? I'm just letting some brain diarrhea out. I'm trying to come up with an explanation that makes me feel comfortable of why people feel to follow trends. And at the moment, it feels like we've come to a crossroad where people follow trends because... Ooh, a bottle of water. People follow trends because they want to feel good. I mean, that's the basic fundamentals of human existence. We do what makes us feel good. Eating releases a certain chemical. Exercise releases a certain chemical. Sex releases a certain chemical, so on and so forth. We do all of these things, we pursue all of these actions as a human being because these chemicals that are rigged to reward us activate upon those actions. But this is where my trends thing comes in. If a trend makes you feel good, or at least one person, then are you really following it because you like it, or are you following it because it seems to have worked for somebody else? Like, I don't know. What is it about this game that starts off deep discussion? It's cleaning, man. It cleans out the brain. It's all of these bad thoughts that I have. They need scrubbing out. I need to belch some squiff. People follow trends because they want to feel included, I've always thought. To not feel left out. If it's that simple, that really does help. It really helps me out, because then I can just stop thinking about it. If following trends is simply just a means to feel part of a group, which is absolutely 100% believable, because we are a social species. As a species, we are like it's a lumpet. We crave social structures. We want to be around others in some form or another. Want to be part of a group, whether it's through family or a hobby or a cause. So if it's that simple, then we fucking nailed it. Perhaps I'm just overthinking things. Perhaps. Philosophy belch. Philosophy 8. Oh, stop giving me body parts, I don't want them. I want a bucket. Ugh. I wonder though, if it's that simple, if there are people just follow what they want, if they want because they don't want to feel left out, and it really is that simple, then that's perfect. That answers my questions, and I don't need to think about it anymore. But there is something still itching at me, a question that I want to ask, and I know this is for a fact because I've met a few people in my life that follow this line of thinking. There are people out there who follow trends, they follow people, they follow friends and others, influencers and so forth, because they are scared of being left out. Not because they simply enjoy being part of a group. Like, you can be completely okay with being alone. You can enjoy your own company, but you could also enjoy hanging out with your friends or whatever, you know? That's perfectly rational. But I think it starts to get unhealthy the moment that you start thinking that you start associating with being alone to fear, which I've seen a lot of people do. A lot of people will take up a new hobby, they'll take up a new stance on life because there just seems to be a large group of people that follow it at once. Ooh, more water. And they simply don't believe it themselves, but because it looks like a safer alternative to what they're already doing, they'll follow it anyway. That's kind of like how cults get started, you know? People, they take advantage of vulnerable people like that. They take advantage of people who are after some kind of cause, some kind of purpose, some kind of longing, and they sucker them in. Like this bucket. Suckered me in. And I feel as though those types of people are a market for business. I can't be the only one. Ape cult when right now. You get no benefits. There has to be. I can't be the only one because I'm just a stupid fucking idiot flopping around on a virtual cleaning game where I could be really cleaning myself in real life. There are some really intelligent people out there. There are some really fucking super smart people hired by big fat companies that are paid to come up with the best way to take advantage of people's well-being. They must have already come up with this solution of, there are people that can be taken advantage of, and it's these kinds of people. Ergo, if we start this trend, get the celebrity to say, I endorse product, then immediately we will start selling because people will associate that with what it is they're looking for. And people don't know what it is what they want. It takes a long time to know what you want. And a lot of people don't get a lot of people aren't lucky enough to be told how the world works. Not really. It's sad. The way you kicked the bucket over made me laugh more than it should. I know what you mean, though. Dude, kicking over... Look up. Oh, hold on. I've missed something. Look up people kicking buckets of water over. It's funny. I think it's just an inherent funny. Oh, damn. Come on, get in. Yeah. It's like when the royal family wears some clothes, immediately after that the clothes get sold in stores. Yes, exactly. So there has to be some kind of, like, I wouldn't say evil, although it does seem like it's I don't really jump on the old good and evil thing though, because I don't think good and evil don't exist. Not really. It's an easy thing to label if you want to, you know, make that clear for children. If you're trying to teach children how appropriate, how it is to behave appropriately and how to behave inappropriately, then giving it a simple label like that will definitely help them, you know, understand that shit. But I don't think it's something you can just. I'm evil. No, you are. You're a piece of shit. I gave you 3 fucking oatmeal muffins to paint my fence, and you never did it. It's been 6 months. And you said you'd do it. What's the deal, man? This is a big hole. Is this going to take a long time to... Well, it did. My thing is glowing. That's pretty fucking shit. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. As I said, it just mind diarrhea. It was something on my mind and I wanted to get it out. Because if I don't get it out, then it'll just fester in my brain. And I'll come up with a conspiracy theory. Oh my god. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I started spreading this conspiracy theory. It's a joke conspiracy theory. I don't actually believe this. And I didn't expect anybody to, but it's taken off finally. I've been going on conspiracy theory forums under a pseudonym, and I've been discussing the evidence that Hitler's soul is trapped in the balloon, and it is flying around the world, whispering bad influences to people. And it's taken off. I've been doing this for months. Oh god, and there's a page dedicated to the Hitler balloon. Oh fuck. I'm so proud. So in the near future, in the next couple of years, if you start hearing people talking about the Hitler balloon that's not inside of our circle of discussion, then you know it's hit times. The fucking Hitler balloon. You know what the worst thing is? They fucking just ate it up. It's like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. It's like, you fucking haven't. Stupid. You haven't heard shit about any fucking balloon. Fucking Hitler balloon. What nonsense. And yet... Can I turn this off? No. It just is. Philosophy, ideology. Touching the floor with your hands first. I just remembered something, a horrible feeling when you're a wee bab, when you're a small version, when you were the smaller version of yourself that was still learning how to exist in the reality that you live in. When you would fall and not try to stop yourself, you would fall at a perfect 90-degree angle, and you would put your hands out forward, and they would just make a sound on the floor. And then you would get this horrible stinging sensation in your hands. I remember that from being a kid. And it always ended the same. I would always be like, ah! The pain! But of course, I'd be little me, so it'd be much more high-pitched. Imagine falling into a void toilet. I don't like the void toilet, shut up. It's scary. The void toilet is something you shouldn't tell people. Yeah, the void toilet could be a new SCP. SCP-7008 Void Toilet. Alright, believe it or not, this room is now done. Oh wait, no it's not. This room is done, and I'm standing on huge bullet holes in the ground. No joke, I want to make a game where you enter a toilet and there's a whole new world inside. Do it. Do it. Make it like just a really short 3D game. Call it the Noseless Toilet or some shit, I don't know. You had an idea for oh shit. You had an idea for an SCP a while back. Let's hear it if you remember. You know, I think a toilet horror game would work because I know this exists. There are people out there who have a phobia of sitting on a toilet that stems from when they were children. So there would be somebody out there who would really not appreciate a toilet game, horror game. I should bring the buckets. Toilet. Make a shank in the toilet. 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 You can make shank right here in the toilet. Of course, it's shank or be shanked. That isn't true. What if you try to fuck your enemies? Holy shit, that's... that's something. Okay, I was watching slash listening to prison stuff whilst I was doing work. You know, you put the video on and you just sort of do your thing whilst the thing is playing and you're kind of listening to it. And it was like, the world's worst prisons. And one of them was talking about how an inmate... shit. One of them was talking about how an inmate managed to get on the good side of everybody by fucking them all. Like, the moment he got in, anybody that was giving him a hard time, he would just start... It's like, it didn't work for the first few weeks. You know, I tried to give him some good loving, and they would beat me. I got stabbed a few times. There was a moment where I almost lost an eye. It was pretty scary. But you know, over time they started getting used to it, and the people started getting used to it, and eventually people came to me for it. It was fucking weird. It's like how he managed to save his own skin by being a chemical toilet in a prison. It's like, wow, I guess that's one way of doing it. It's like, no one wants to beat me up because, you know, I'm a commodity to them. And I know a lot of these guys are going to be really sad when I have to leave. Yeah. So that's the part that took my ear. Oh, what that shit. Prison's fucking weird. There's a book and pen. When you start writing the things, you start writing actual happenings. First it's all good and stuff, like free money, food and whatnot. Eventually your thoughts will get darker without you realizing it. As writing creates your own personal hellscape. If you want to get rid of the book, you have to write your own death in the book. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So it's like, yeah, I like that. It's so the book, if there's a spirit in the book or some malicious energy around the book, I don't know, but it's like Prey. It's like the book leads you in, false sense of security is like, I can make your wishes come true. Write them in the book and watch them evolve. And it's like, yeah! So it's like that for a couple of months. To the point where the person is more like dependable on the book. Well, that's when the book starts to, you know, crank up the notch. It's like, okay, this boy. It was fun being this book, but now... Wait a sec. We've missed a room! Oh my god, there's so much more! Oh my god, I thought I was finished, but there is so much more. How did I miss that? Shit! Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Lol, you thought we were done. I thought all I had to do was this room, and this room, and that was it. I was like, we're done! And then I find another door that... There's so much more left! Fuck! Pissy party. Well, yeah, I like that. The book makes you think terrible things. Either for its own amusement or maybe it feeds on it somehow. I do like that. That's really cool. That's a cool idea. Yo, this one's purple. We got a purple bucket. There you go. Oh, I should start making those. I threw them away. That corridor was pretty dark. You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to make a Mega Man fan game where instead of Robot Masters, you fight SCPs. Such a stupid idea. You know, it's been a long time since we've been able to see what the furnace looks like. It's been covered in ash all this whole time. I was fucking around with ideas for horror shit in my head ages ago. Got some horror stuff, but as you were talking about SCPs, I thought I'd share it. Yeah, it's a good idea, I like it. At first I wasn't into it. At first when it was like, a book that grants your wishes, and it's like, well I like the twist. I like the twist that the book has like, I don't know, a malicious intent. That's cool. I like. Okay, I'll tell you why I like it. I like that the idea of the book having malicious intents because it's a fucking book. You know, it's you can't register emotion, you can't register intent, you can't read it. My that wasn't meant to be a pun. You know what I mean? You know how you can read a person by how they behave, by how they sound, that kind of stuff. You can't do that with a book. It's an object. So how do you get around it? To me, that's more scary to me. It's an evil that cannot be comprehended because it is an object. It's only something that you might realize until it's too late, and that's fucked up. That's scary. It's almost like an addiction. That's kind of, yeah, your book is like a metaphor for addiction. It can be. I'm not saying it is, but it can be. Attack on Titan, but it's the purple dude. Attack on Titan, fuck me. Is that show over? I'm very tired of Attack on Titan. Bulbit shells. I don't hate the show, but I think it's outstayed its welcome. There's only so much story you can tell about giant people eating small people without it getting bloated. I honestly think 3 seasons would have been enough, but I know that's not what it's on. And you get rid of the book by either it's stuck with you until you die, then it rests for however long waiting for the next unsuspecting victim. Like the One Ring. Yeah. Maybe, like you said, like the One Ring, because the One Ring gives off this energy about it, this energy that makes you want it. Like you see the One Ring and immediately you're like, yeah, I could do with having this around my finger. Like its ability, its passive ability is attraction, like an addiction. Maybe the book could do something else. It has an aura about it. Like it looks like an ordinary book. There's nothing about it. But if it was in a big old line, if it was in a library amongst millions of books, and you were in the library, there'd be something about it that would draw you to it. Like if you just saw it for a split second, you'd be like, hey, that one. I want that one. I don't know why I want it, but I want that one. I like this. I like this book idea. It's neat. The bullet shells are. The bullet shells were swimming around like fish, but not anymore. That's a lot of bullet shells. I don't think I've ever shoved so many in a box before. No, is that all of them? I probably missed a few, but who cares? Oh! No! They all came flying out! No! Why does that keep happening? That's so annoying! Oh, shut up, Radical Center thing. Who asked you? Oh, God. Pathetic. SCP 6969. Nice. Is there an SCP that's a Redditor that won't fuck off? I think that would be a good one. I could write it. I have a lot of real life experience. Did we already make the joke that Bogus Binted could be an SCP? Bogus Binted? Is that all of them? No, I missed one. Okay, now don't... Goodness gravy. Okay. A couple of them flew out, but that's fine. The majority are in the box. Imagine a scenario where you are Super Mario. No, okay, I'll read it properly. The book is in a bookshop or library. How dangerous that book would be in those places. Exactly. But then again, that's where it wants to be. That's where it wants to be. Okay. Scary ass book. Pogging on people. Dabbing. He dabbing. Dabbing. I hope you like dabbing too. He's dabbing. He's crabbing. I hope you like crabbing too. It's fucking stupid. I hope you like brapping too. You think the book SCP already exists? Shit. That'd be unfortunate. Or at least I remember reading about a similar one. Oh no. That's not good. Let's hope that it's not too similar. Don't take my $1 million idea from me, Brie. I was thinking you could probably make that into a short game. You know those I don't know why I said game. They're not games. You could make a visual novel based around that, with multiple choice. Tell your story through an interactive experience. Shit. The bucket exploded. Stop doing that. Stop driving me into a wall. This is the second of half of the book. The negative stuff is happening now. Nope. What if you okay, this is the thing. What if you know what the book is? What if, by chance, there's somebody out there who's done their research and knows what the book is, what it looks like, what its intentions are, knows almost everything about it, and understands that at some point it will get negative influences and is strong enough, it has enough willpower to overcome the negativity of the will of the book. I wonder what then? Does the book have a backup plan? Or is it simply just like, you know what? This human being can't be corrupted by me. Never mind. I'll just wait for the next victim. Like, how passive is it? I'm asking these questions to build on the lore, of course. I'd like to know. We need to think of these scenarios. Hello, I'm the Stopwatcher Critic. Not gonna lie though, if I had that book, I would absolutely just use it to make video games with. I would use the book and be like, okay, book, I want a video game to exist and it has to be like this exactly. And I just fill the book with what it is I want to exist, and it's like, there you go, it's like, thank you. I don't think I'd use it for money. Yeah, I'd just make games with it. Okay, book, you're making my life a hell of a lot easier. I don't have to try to make Nova Power exist. So, this is what Nova Power is. This is what it'll do. I need to make it look like this. And go. Make it happen. Oh shit, I forgot! It's not backing down. I wonder if I can... Fuck! Yeah, I completely forgot. Don't take metal through there. It freaks the fuck out. Try that again, but go the smart way. When your personal hellscape appears because of your slowly darker thoughts, it creates a Silent Hill evil within scape. Only you exist in that hellscape, no one else. I see. So it's not like Silent Hill where other people can interact in each other's hellscapes. If you happen to meet them along the way. It's not guaranteed that you will, but it could happen. Hey, a bullet shell. It could happen. In a way, you could say the book is another version of Dorian Gray. It's a book instead of a painting. I see. Dorian Gray. Oh. I like the story of Dorian Gray, it's a good one. More like Dorian Gay. Oh, by the way, I had a food last night, and I'm going to recommend all of you never have it because of the experience I had this morning. Oreo the Great. I want some Oreos. But I had last night a pot noodle because they were cheap, and I picked up the sweet and sour flavor one, and I was like, okay, let's eat this because I'm poor and I need to eat poor people food. I need to act the part. And I ate it and I was like, you know what, that wasn't too bad. I don't think I'll have that flavor again, but yeah, it's okay. If it's all there is, I'll eat it. Okay. This morning, go to the bathroom. Your excrement should not smell like delicious food. You know, it should smell like how it should smell, you know? Like, without getting into it, without getting too into it, without bringing up the grossness. It should smell like what it is. It shouldn't smell like sweet and sour sauce. So my body must have just gone, yeah, we ain't digesting this, and just passed it right through. So here's my advice to everybody. Don't have that flavor, because there's something in the sauce that my body just didn't want anything to do with. And as a result, it caused a weird moment. A moment where I thought I was having a stroke. Sweet and sour soup. Could you say that the painting of Dorian Gray is the first SCP? I wouldn't say that. I'd say there were things before Dorian Gray that was the first SCP. Things much more ancient and evil. Well, it doesn't have to be evil, but things much more ancient and deadly. I love weird moments when you eat food. Are you making fun of me or are you being serious? Because both are acceptable. What would be the first SCP? I'm not sure. Obviously, we can't go too far back because we don't know how the universe began. But okay, how about it's not as early as I can remember, but ancient Greek mythology, like, you know, Medusa and stuff like that, that could count as an SCP, couldn't it, if it existed? I like the way you said had a weird moment. It is weird, just your butt berries shouldn't smell good to you. They shouldn't smell like, ooh, I could eat that. I could go for round two. Give me them. That's not normal. That's not. No. Watch the SCP Iceberg by Wendigo, and I might not. What do you call them? Yeah, I'm gonna redeem. Hold on a sec. I just got an idea. You're gonna have to give me a moment, but give me. Oh, come on, internet. I call them shit. Give me a moment, okay? This will be worth it. What are we talking about? SCPs? What's the oldest mythology that's part of Earth? Egypt? I think Egypt is pretty old. It's like BC, right? Before Christ. So I think any weird shit that happens in Egyptian mythology, I think that would be a good place to start for the earliest SCP. Okay. A picture. Do I have a picture of anything good? I think I've used them all. Yeah, I'll use that one. Okay. Okay, good. Cooldown limit. Days. Alright. Okay, we got it. So then, I'm going to redeem this. Tell me what shit is. Oh, what are you saying? I don't want to spoil the SCB iceberg if you do end up watching it, but the angels that stand guarding God's gates are considered SCPs. What the fuck? I guess so. Yeah, there's a new reward now in chat. Oh my god, there's a... These guys doing gardening, and god damn it. Wait a minute. It's too late, it's been redeemed. You gotta do it! Is that Gardner an SCP? Basket. Oh, I think... A swear word. Poop. Oh yeah, Kaka. I knew Kaka. I think I know what Pasca was. There's something in the back of my head that says I knew that. Maybe I heard it somewhere before. Rock and roll. Okay, chat. There's a new redemption goal. You can. Holy shit! Hold on. Have I done it right? I need to see. Is the description? Yeah, Romani teaches us something in Finnish. Yeah, there we go. For 5,000. I need I need to grab his logo and shove it in the redeems. This is stupid. No, this is illegal. No, it's not illegal. This is fine. It's a redemption goal. You telling me you don't want to do the redemption goals, or you'd have to, you know, there's the bias. It's against TOS. You can't say you'll do a thing and then not do a thing. That's fucked up, bro. That's redeem these nuts. I have infinite money. You know I can make you do that. Holy shit, that's such a good idea. I've never thought of doing this in my life. Having redemption points for specific users. That's fucking genius. It's against TOS, oh my god. Nah, bro. That shit don't fly in it. The TOS states you can't have redemption goals, you can't redeem. Exactly, so... You know, get in. I'm not at fault here. Oh, this is so stupid. Probably gonna get rid of it though, or hide it. Or unhide it for certain occasions. I should have a Green dude teaches us something in British redemption goal as well. What's next? An ape coin redemption for me to write a free novel on your behalf. This is madness. You know, I wasn't gonna say that, but now that you're here. Swearing in Finnish with your host, Ray Body. Oh boy, if the wrong people catch us doing this, we're gonna be in trouble. Alright, this room is done, I think. No more bullet holes? Oh my fucking god. This is getting real good, this is... I need some buckets! I need more buckets. Ugh. Very burpy today. Not good. Shit. Come. Get in. Get. Yeah. Oh my god! I keep forgetting. This isn't good. This is... Gotta redeem those rewards, blood. Soon! Soon! British. What the fuck? Did you... The piece of meat shot across the room! That is the rat. That's just the rat. Harry Potter is kind of okay, I guess it's alright, never mind. I think I've spoken about this before, but I think I would really like Harry Potter if it was just not focused on growing up. Like, I get that's the point, it's the whole... It's one of the damn crux of the series, like, it's a little boy growing up with friends to become a wizard. I get it, okay, I'm not fucking oblivious. But I think that's stupid. You should just make it about wizards and shit. And definitely about shit if you can fit it in there. That's my problem with many of the franchises, that it takes place in a school world. Yeah, sometimes I don't mind it. Sometimes I don't mind it when it takes place in school world. But sometimes, like Harry Potter, it doesn't work for me. I'm like, imagine not being this. Like, there's an anime I watched back when it came out, Soul Eater, and that's a high school driven narrative. Soul Eater is a high school driven narrative with classes and shit, and I still enjoyed it. So I think it's the way it's done. British wizards in it. Find an interesting looking anime. Oh, it's got school kids. Yeah, that's... Sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it does. I think it really depends on the pacing and narrative. I think Soul Eater works because they are school children, or school kids, high school kids, it doesn't matter. They are in school. But nothing school-related ever happens. It's just a setting. I think that's why it works. There's no moments where there's like, oh, you get a fucking bitch on the grade. It's just, we go to school, but that's not what the plot's about. And I think that's why I preferred it. I think that's why I liked it. Nib Johnson? What a name. If the high school aspect doesn't affect the story at all, which includes it to begin with... Hold on, let me try and read that again. If the high school aspect doesn't affect the story, why include it to begin with? Ah, yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, no, I believe it. I think the plot of Soul Eater does explain why there is a school surrounding the topic that they do. I think it's training because of something that happens. It's been such a long time. I think it makes sense. From what I remember, it makes sense why there's a school, but at the same time, it doesn't rub it in your face. There's not an entire episode based around a fucking test. It's just, we happen to go to school, but here's other thing. Great Teacher Onazuki is a great anime with a... Oh my god, yeah, that's... Oh shit, yeah, you're absolutely right. That is about a former biker gang member becoming a teacher. You're right. That is actually... I've watched that. One of the few times that there's an anime that's about a school that's fun to watch. That is a good one, yeah, that's a fun one. I think because high schoolers are a target audience, and there needs to be something related to. Because how do you enjoy media if you can't relate to it? What the fuck are you talking about? I know you're... I see the kappa, but you know, it's... I don't want to relate to media. It's the whole point of why I watch media, it's escapism. Bruh, I totally relate to this man who just fucking exploded the moon. Bruh. Yo, I love playing Sonic the Hedgehog because I run around completely naked in red boots. Bruh. I completely relate to Viscera Cleanup Detail because I like to fly unclean. Bruh. That shit wouldn't fly today, though. Yeah, I know, but... enjoy it for what it is. Unless you enjoy getting mad at something you can't help. Twitter. I'm joking about it, but it's actually true. Look it up. I don't want to look it up. I like being in my hole. I like the things that I like, and I don't want to be... You totally relate to Agent 47, bruh. Bruh. Why do you think One Piece is so popular? No high school. Everybody wants to be pirates, man. Okay, let's work this out. How many digits is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There we go. Hacking! Oh man. This place stinks! Oh! Oh! No! Smelly! Get this. Speaking of anime, fucking Dragon Ball is getting another movie. Coming out next year. No idea what it's going to be about. It didn't say anything about it. It was just a small video of Goku standing in a white room doing a flip or something. I'm not sure what the fuck it was. So yeah, that's happening. Pirates, exactly. Who doesn't want to hang out with a straw-hatted pirates? I think the pirates thing works for people because it's a sense of freedom. Do you want to drop all of your responsibilities and hang out on a boat where you seemingly just have fun and nothing else? Become a pirate. Are there any little bits I can drop in here? Put that chair over there. Freedom, rebellion against establishment is always popular. It's because that's what people want. People want to be able to punch their boss in the face, and they want to be able to live with a free life without consequences. That is a real. I relato. Yeah, me too, man. What? Oh yeah, last night there's somebody I watch sometimes every now and then, who's this Norwegian guy. He calls himself Nebula Aurora. He's popped on here a few times to say hi and then mysteriously vanishes. But last night I went on his stream and I asked him a very serious question and he didn't know how to respond. So I'm going to ask you guys this. Do you guys think I can get a colonoscopy and use it as a tax write-off? I'm being deadly serious. Gonna shit me up. Okay, my question just made a man shit, so it's apparently this is a difficult thing to answer. I didn't foresee this. It's fascinating research though. Shit in a tube. Let's find out. See, this is why I hired you. This is why you're on the team. Put that over there. Shit in the tube and find out. Won't know until you try, you're right. But this is why I ask, because I don't know if I want to make a mess without it actually being beneficial towards something, you know? Like, I don't wanna I don't want to grab a hollow tube, take a crap in it, and take it to the bank and be like, can I use this to redeem some taxes? And then get thrown out. See what I mean? This is why I ask before I do, because I don't want to go through that, because it sounds like a bad idea, but if it just so happens to be something that I've caught up upon, like some sort of loophole, then naturally I'm going to follow it up. There we go. Hey boy. Boris, yeah, Tory bastard. I can't stop shitting. Can I provide fields with manure? Can I get a tax write-off? That's what Boris sounds like, right? He just sounds like an obese motorcycle. Of course, Mr. Johnson. If he says yeah, though, I know. If he says yes, then it's a law. I understand how this works. I've jumped around in an office before. I know how this goes. Is this poop? Looks like poop. Who's this guy? Yuri Semtov. You gotta squat in the shit in the field every day. Well, that's easy because guess what I make every day? You know, it's not. It's not. It's not a. It doesn't sound difficult. Is this poop? This is why the man needs a colonoscopy. Is this poop? It's just a bloody rag. Is this poop? I can't tell anymore. It's been a while. I swear to God, if I get demoted for this job, I'm gonna shit in a field to get a tax write-off. I think, yeah, there's no more need to use the bucket, but I could still singe an area. Oh wait, no, there's blood here. And 2 pieces of meat I've missed. How did I miss this? Then an enema. You know, you have an awful lot of knowledge pertaining to this topic. I'm starting to think that maybe you have attempted this before. Where's my gun? There it is. Only weekends. I don't do this full time. Speaking of full time, this is kind of old news. It's a couple of weeks old now, maybe a month old. But Iceland has adopted a 4-day working week, and it's actually worked out for them really well. It's improved their productivity in the workplace, and employees are much happier when they only have to do 4 days a week. So Iceland, and this was it was a quarterly long project as well. It wasn't just something they did for a week. They kept this up for 3 months. That's an entire business quarter, and they noticed significant results. So it makes me happy. So there we go, that's another reason to move to Iceland. Islander. Whoa. Part-time field shitter. I'm a part-time field shitter? Welcome to my house. Oof. Wax easy. I thought there might be. There it is. A damaged roof gun. Here you go. Okay. Oh wow, look how clean everything looks. Oh, it's a shame there's no shame none of that's here, but that's fine. It's part of the lore. Part of the lore. Iceland about to get a shit ton of job applications. Well, you gotta learn Icelandic to start with. They're very keen on that. They don't just let anybody in. It's like, you gotta learn Icelandic. And not just a little bit, you've got to be good at it. We don't give a shit. Which I think is absolutely fair. You want to work in a country that doesn't speak your language, you gotta fucking learn it. And I think that is totally fair. Learning languages can be fun anyway. You know that program called Duolingo? It turns learning languages into like a game. It's pretty good. Okay. It's pretty good, aye. Pretty good. I think Duolingo is pretty good now anyway. When it first came out, it was pretty rusty. It got a bunch of complicated translations wrong, and not every language is on there, even the more popular ones. So it wasn't that great, but it's been a few years since I tried it, so maybe I'll go back. If you want to work in another country, you gotta learn that country's language, and I think that's absolutely fair. I mean, you're going to them, not the other way around. You want to live in Japan, learn Japanese. You can't expect them to learn English, or whatever the fuck you speak. Respect the goddamn culture. Respect the culture! God! It's not difficult. I've recently downloaded Duolingo. Not tried it yet. It's alright. It's alright if you want to learn a language without, a language partner. Which I still think is the best way to learn a language, because I think actually it's not even a think, I know, having somebody that's from that country to help you learn how to speak it is so much better. Because number one, human interaction. Number two, they can teach you the complicated ways of speaking that language better than a machine could. Like, they will teach you the inflections of certain words, whereas a machine, I guess it could using a synthesizer, but it's still, I don't know. It feels like a machine could teach you how to read and write a language, but to speak it, I still think the best way to learn how to speak it is to have somebody do it for you, with you. To hear a native say it is it's a treat. It's like, oh my god, like it's said way different than I imagine. A human teacher can teach you the subtleties and pronunciations exactly. But unfortunately, human teaching is expensive! So that's why Duolingo comes in, because it's free. I've always wanted to learn a new language, but I don't think I care enough. I think if I was led onto the road of learning a new language and I was given some hope that I could actually achieve it, I think then I would pursue it. But as it stands, learning a language to me is just a hobby. It's not a goal. But that could change. There could be a point in my life where I'm like, holy fuck, okay, I need to learn Danish or some shit. I don't know. I need to, you know, if there's some genuine motivation behind it, I believe I could learn a language, but right now, it ain't no thing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Duolingo and apps like that are a starting place to help you get off the ground before you can go deep into learning. Exactly. Yeah, it's a good starter. And it's free. That's the thing I need to get out there. That's the thing I need to get out there. It's free. Fucking Duolingo is free. Do you know how many language assistant apps are fucking... They charge you to just learn what is in French? It's embarrassing. I'm going to teach you how to count to 10 in French, but it is going to cost you £800. No, that's fine. That's on market. That's on market, that is. That's pretty good. Guys, we're almost finished. Just gotta blast away this last footprint. Okay, done. Grab these buckets. I think I can toss away these brooms. These mysterious brooms that kept spawning. Alright. Time to install some gun. Up you go. Give you... Ooh, ammo pack. Come on, get in there. You know you wanna. Really? How do I do this? There it is. Pog. Close the door. Okay, I want to do this in reverse because if I... Oh wait, no, I think the force field is okay with its own metals. So... Yes, it is. It's okay. with its own. It doesn't mind guns of its own kind going through. Helps me a lot. Sick! I'm gonna get a penalty for something, I know it. When we're done here, it's gonna be like, demoted! You fucking flicked a shit into the corner, you missed it. So, okay. I need to check. There's no gun holster in here, right? No. Cool. Where's the last one? I think there's only one left. There's one there. Any more? There's one here. Two. Just two. Holy crap. We're gonna be done with this place. It seemed like such a big job, but we did it. Okay, we're gonna need two of these. And two of the big guns. Epis! Nice! It's the last thing, and then we can clock off. Oh. Yeah, boy! Here's all of my stolen USB sticks. They're mine, because fuck you for demoting me last time, and in we go. I am proud of the work I have done. Okay, let's see what we get. Promoted! Yes! Damn right I got promoted. That was a lot of work. Piece of goddamn shit. Oh. Why does this stay on the screen? Hold on, let me leave and go back in. I want to read the report. Office. Go back in. Okay, we're back. Ooh. Blah 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 blah. Evolutionary robotics, 98%. Fuck yeah. 4 hours and 39 minutes. That's a big job. What I can receive. Oh yeah, because I'm getting these are not showing up because they're all here. That's what you get. Fucking demote me, son of a bitch. That means you get no. They're kind of like chips. There. It just scattered all over the place. Fuck it. Who gives a damn? They'll visit my office and be like, do you know anything about the missing, yeah? Missing what? Fuck it, yeah, just leave them lying around. Who gives a shit? They don't. Promotion, bruh. There's gotta be smaller jobs than that, yeah. I'll look for a smaller job. I'll go on the wiki and see if we can do a smaller one. Because that was a big boy. Let's see which map is the smaller ones. Holy crap. Yeah, what a good day. We beat Streets of Rage 2. We got promoted. It was a good day. Alrighty ho then. So tomorrow, Streets of Rage 3 and more Visceral Cleaning Detail to wrap up the rest of the time. Almost done with the Streets of Rage Fest. We're about halfway done. So thank you all for watching today. This was good. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.